What's good, YouTube family? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are like me, you like to save money on some car parts, which means you kind of get some of not the best quality. As you guys know, bought my exhaust from eBay for about 150 bucks. I'm gonna link the video up here if you guys want to check out the full review. But I've been hearing a weird noise and I think I know what it is. So why don't you guys follow me? We're gonna go in here real quick, grab a tool. Now, the best way to fix this is with this simple tool. Well, technically it's supposed to be needle nose plier, but I couldn't find mine, so this will do. So we're gonna come around here to the back and I'll show you guys what you can do with this. So I've been hearing it mostly from the right side, so let's go and see what it is. So I'm just gonna take my needle nose plier, stick it in here. I can see something is loose. It's not the way it's supposed to be, so you just gonna want to grab onto that and just yank that bitch right out of there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now you have a brand new exhaust. But in all seriousness, guys, we're gonna do a full 3-year review of my eBay exhaust. This is just something that happened recently. Well, actually, I've been hearing the rattling coming for a while, and it's pretty much falling apart. So if you guys want to see a full review, make sure you guys stay tuned for the rest of the video. Yeah, we're gonna take the car for a little spin, and I'll show you guys some pulls from inside the car very briefly about the exhaust and what I think about it and if I recommend it. But what I'm also gonna do is actually put down the rear seats so that it allows us to hear the exhaust a little bit better. Much better. Let's go. That's so loud. I've had the Spec D tuning exhaust on my car for about 3 years now. And this exhaust is, well, at least from what people say, this exhaust is the replica of the NVIDIA N1, and it's supposed to be pretty loud when you do a cold start. It's really loud. It rumbles a lot in the beginning. So I don't have anything else done to the exhaust, no other bolt-ons, simply the catback exhaust from Spec D Tuning. I got it not used, but I bought it from somebody on eBay. They were local, so I went to pick it up and I spent $150 on it. It was never installed in the car, and he just had it sitting in his basement. So I went and I picked it up for $150. I think right now on eBay it goes for like $280 or something like that, or $300, which is one of the more cheapest exhausts that you can do for this car. It's either that or you can get a custom made one, but that will probably be super loud. I don't really see why, you know, why they're so priced so high. Like $1,200 for an exhaust is, to me, really expensive. I personally would buy like an NVIDIA N1. This was like really when I first got my car, so I had like no money, and I wasn't really trying to spend too much money. And this was, I looked up a lot of videos on the sound of the exhaust. It was really good and the price was perfect. So I went ahead and I bought it. It was a local pickup, but we drove a couple hours. We went and picked it up, installed it. Super easy install. And ever since then, I really enjoyed the sound. Everybody says it's really loud, and I didn't notice it till the other day, till somebody was driving my car and I was driving behind them, and it's really loud. It definitely sounds like the NVIDIA N1, and people, they confuse it for it. If you're not one for noise, then you might not want to consider this exhaust because it's really droning, it's really loud. It definitely drones around like second gear. It'll drone around like 3,000. Actually, it's droning right there. Once you're in like second gear and you go above like 6,000 RPMs and you let the RPMs drop, you'll hear a drone. But besides that, it doesn't drone that much. It's just, it's a really loud exhaust. The quality wise, I'll try to raise the car later. I'm in, what is it, fourth gear at like 4,500 RPMs. That's what it sounds like. Put the seats down. It sounds like it drones a lot. Yeah, it's definitely got really droney over the years. It definitely drones more than it used to. We're on the highway, so it's gonna get a little shaky. As you guys saw, the net from the inside is like, it's falling apart. So it might not, you know, the quality is obviously not the best. And as you can see, there's a little bit of rust building up from over the years. I daily drive this car. I've driven this car every single day for like the past 3 years with this exhaust on it. I drive it in the snow, salt, and in icy roads. So a lot of crap gets underneath there. And it really looks like it's been eating it up. I have not cleaned the exhaust at all, so it looks extremely dirty. See, right now we're in 6th gear at 3,000 RPMs, and we're just cruising. You barely hear it. And even with the seats down, you barely hear the exhaust. Downshift, there it is. Even worse. We're at 4,000 RPMs in 4th gear. Now, if you're going for a loud exhaust, loud, cheap, and I guess that's it. That's all this exhaust is. It's loud and cheap. And the noise quality is not bad. It doesn't sound like a Honda. It's not gonna make your car sound like a fart cannon. It's not gonna sound like a riced out Civic. It's not gonna sound like, you know, a rice machine. It is gonna be loud, and it does drone a little bit, but it's not gonna make it riced out. You know, people will think that you probably spend, you know, a few $100s on it, and they're gonna think that it's definitely like a name brand exhaust, which it is. You know, Specty Tuning is a reputable company. They make reputable parts. This is just one of their more cheaper end products. You know, it's like an eBay exhaust, and that's what it is at the end of the day. So this exhaust is made for somebody that's looking for a decent sound. Affordable. I don't recommend it to anybody that lives in states where it snows, and I don't recommend it in states where you know, they throw a lot of sand and salt on the ground, because you know, it'll start to rust out over the years, especially if you're daily driving the car. So that's my recommendation to you guys. You can't really expect too much from it, you know. My opinion, it's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't buy it again, simply because, you know, I'm gonna take this build more serious, and I want to have a serious setup. And I don't know if, you know, if Specty Tuning is considered a serious exhaust, but, or maybe not, or maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll leave it on the car. Once we get underneath the car to install all the turbo parts, we'll take a look at the exhaust, and we'll see if we really need to upgrade it. And if we can get by with it, then we'll leave it as is. But if not, we'll switch it out, and that'll be that. We're about to get some gas right now, going up to Costco, 'cause they keep the cost low.